Hi, welcome to a sneak peek of AM26. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, some of the differences, what's left to be done, etc. First thing, when you select the folder, now we're looking for the top level folder, not the actual game folder anymore like in AM24. You find it, you say use the folder, and then you have to give AM26 permission to access the folder, which it needs to read the save files, obviously, and also to create the shortlist folders when you choose to export. Once you do that, you can then see all the careers that you've got in the games folder. And if you pick one, you can then see the save files, including hidden files, which weren't in previous versions of AM. You do need to put in your manager surname. Including any spaces, because sometimes when you're typing that into the game, the Android keyboard will put a space afterwards and you need to make sure it matches exactly, including that. The reason we need the manager name is because it's needed to find part of the save to load the file. Every so often in AM26 it would break and not be able to find the manager surname. It's a lot worse in FM26, so basically the only way to do it is to get you to type it in. It will remember that you don't have to type it in every time unless the manager name changes between save files. Okay, once I've done that, I can load the save file, and this will look fairly familiar to anyone who used AM24. There are 3 dark themes and 3 light themes, and you can change them through up here. First thing to note is the colors for the header are coming from the save file, and these are the colors you'll see when Celtic plays a game. It's a bit bright at night time, so maybe I'll switch those around. That's our second option. Third one is a true dark mode with a dark header. Then we're on to the 3 light themes, once again with the primary colors from the save file, flipping them. And the last one is a callback to earlier versions of AM with the purple. I'll leave it on this one, I think is the nicest, and then we'll go ahead. The rest looks familiar. We can load a different file. We can reload the file if we have exported again. We have some filters. We have some actions over here like export. We have my players and we have search. For my players, I will come in here. These are exactly the same filters as in AM24. I'm going to persist strikers. So now it's showing me my strikers. And when I go to search, it remembers that I have strikers selected and only shows me people who can play it in the striker position. The filters here are not fully finished. We can search by name or club name or nation. We can search by gender, although that's only relevant if you have both men and women's teams in the same save. Otherwise, you're only going to get one gender in here anyway. Age works. If I want striker wonder kids, I can sort of just tweak this. And here's my top young strikers in the save. We've got the positional stuff, we've got the professionalism, work rate, etc. But then that's it. We don't have other things like salary or expiry dates or some of the other things that were useful in AM24. And that's on the list to add shortly. When I'm happy with the list I've got here, click the to do, come down, and I can say export into one of these shortlists, and then I can go into FMM and I can import the shortlists. Sometimes that's a little janky, but that's a topic for another day and nothing to do with the app. It's all on the FMM side. The last thing to show you is the player details screen. It's pretty rough at the moment. We've got a basic position map, I guess. We've got most of the information in here, but it's missing some key stuff like salary, strings for searching by hex, etc. And the layout of the different attributes is just not how it's going to be when it's released. These are going to change, the position and the groupings, etc. And I think that's probably all there is to show you for now. I guess the key points are it's coming along very nicely now. We're getting close to the point that it's usable. There's still some other bugs that I haven't shown you here, some other stuff to hook up, but we're getting to the point where we're probably a week or two away, hopefully. And then on top of that, we'll need a little bit more time to get it onto Google Play, etc. But it's moving forward and it's shaping up nicely. Thanks.